Hello everybody, Marvin here with another little update to Sengoku Dynasty Konnichiwa. I've just been busy actually squaring things away. In the last YouTube, if you have missed it, there will be a card popping out right now. I did say I was going to wall this area off because I wanted the compost heap. I'm going to put another compost heap probably here. I wanted the compost heap separate to the kitchen. Well, not the kitchen, the food store. Because the food store is there. Okay. We have a tavern. If you didn't see in the last YouTube, as I said, the card will pop out. And if you've missed it, you can always catch up on it. So, I've put in the brewery house where we can do sake. We can actually cook boiled rice on a mass scale. We're going to have to cut down some trees. A little bit of change to the sake. Making sake is a little bit more difficult now, whereby you're going to need, ice. So, little bit of a thing. I'm going to make a couple of torches, guys. Let me make 3. So no, I'll make 4. Let me make 4. And I'll quickly show you the access to this house. So there possibly will be a road that goes up here to connect to this road. But I will have to collect all this. Because when I put a road down, it's going to disappear. So I've got a road that connects to here. This road will connect to there. So I'm going to have a little gravel road down into here. I'll do that in a minute. So let me get out my hammer. And then I'm going to go into walls or lighting. I'm then going to put up that there. So that's going to go there. So possibly we'll bring that path around that corner. It's a bit dodgy at the moment because you can't bend it like Beckham. So let's put that up there. Now, in previous Sengokus, you had to have ore to make the actual torch holder. You don't need to do that now. I think it's made out of wood. Don't quote me on that. I think that's made out of wood. So I've got access from the side here into there. Personally for myself, I've also got access to the back. And this is purely cosmetic for me. It's nothing, This is how I want to do it. You might want to do it completely different. And then I've got one here. So now I'm going to give you pearls here, guys. By putting down pathways, the actual villagers will use the pathways. It's true. He's using the pathway. Look, he's turned around. He's going down there. He's going to go and check that box. No, he's not going to check the box. Anyway, as I say, they will use the pathway. So putting down pathways will benefit you or will benefit the actual people in your village. Now, what I might do, I really want to keep this. I don't want to destroy all of this. So what I was going to do was I was going to continue that wall up here. I am going to have like not foragers, but it's it's where people can come to your village and you can put it down. I haven't actually opened it at the moment. Let me show you what I mean. So we can go into, let me see where I can find it. It is a bit of a minefield. Anyway, there is like a little structure you can put down where there's people that will basically bring their cart along, sell their wares in your village. And as I say, they will come along. You can do it for seeds for farming. You can do it for resources for food. You can do it a varied amount. You can do it. So, as I say, this is a little update for this house. I am gonna, when I've opened up and liberated the particular area, I am gonna put a tea house here. Because the Chinese have tea ceremonies, and it is a part of their etiquette when they have the tea ceremonies. Right. Everyone has wondered why I put troughs down here. In the winter months, it gets cold, and these will fill up when it rains. And when we do get, I'm going to cough. Excuse me. When we do get cold, we can collect ice cubes from this. Now, I'm going to have a bunch of these running all the way down here. And then when I've got a lot, I'm then going to put them in my ice house. This is another addition to the village. It's an ice house. Now, I did actually have a little try to have a little word with the developers. Now, if you've got an ice house like this, if it's insulated and there is a door in it, okay, and you've got an ice house, I would much prefer this ice house to be underground. In Canada, they have ice houses and they are underground. In the UK, we have ice houses and they are underground. So when the lakes freeze, what they do is they collect the ice and they store it. So, but what I'm trying to get at is if I store ice in there in the winter, when the summer comes, it turns into water. So it turns back into its natural state. Do I like it? Not really, because if I want to do sake in the summer months or the autumn before winter, I can't do it. So it's a window of basically of you doing it. So have I got stone? No, I haven't. But last time I did a YouTube and my stream, I do stream. There will be a link in the description below. I found out where my stone was. I keep the stone here purely because I don't want my villagers to use it. Because when you put villagers on jobs, if this is in a general store, they will use it to make axes, etc., depending on what you put them on. So let's go over here. There is a paper mill which I will get, but I think what I'm going to do is, let me bring up the map. I'm possibly going to be putting the paper mill, a village where the paper mill is actually. So here is the area you need to liberate. And then I'm possibly will put it outside of the temple. There's a flat area over here actually. It does slope up here, but there's a really big flat area here. I'm thinking about putting it very, very close to my rice village. I have a rice village. So yeah, so that's another thing I'm going to do. The tea house, I believe, is... Where's the tea house? There's quite a few places here, guys, to liberate. So there is a tea house we need to liberate. And I think it's just a structure and we will be able to get the tea. There it is there. Ice house, paper trees and tea house. And then we will maybe be able to make healing compresses. Now, I had a little bit of a thing yesterday. A friend, I was helping a friend out because he plays this game as well. And I had one of those healing compresses in my backpack and it went back down to its natural state. So if you make the healing compresses, they only will last a certain amount of time. So it's snapping to the grid here. I really want to go over there, and then when I put that down, I'm going to pull that way. So I'm going to bend it like Beckham. So I'm going to put that there like so. And then I'm going to come over the back area because I don't want a gap. And then I'm going to bring that there. And then I'm going to pull that to there. Matching up with that area. So there you go. I mean, as I say, this is only aesthetics. It's just a bit of eye candy. But, you know, if you're going to do your village, you want to do it really, really well. Will I put it's not very a big enough gap down there. I probably won't, but as I say, most of this will be interconnecting and it's all going to be tickety-boo. So, to do the pathways and roads, you're going to need stone. So I possibly will bring this down to this guy down here who is a freelance fisherman. So we could do that, couldn't we? Let's just do that. Now, as I say, do I continue the gravel? Let's continue the gravel, guys. Let's continue the gravel. Because as you come into my village, it's going to be welcoming you to my village with basically and then what I could do is I can bend that like Beckham along that way. Actually, no, that's not going to work. Let me do that again. So let me run through this way. There are these ones which are stone. There are these ones which are rough stone paths. There's this one. I haven't done this one. And I haven't unlocked it as yet. I could unlock it with when I get to Dynasty 15. So these unlock at different stages. Okay. So let me... And it all snaps to grid, so it's all good in the bag of chips. So let's move that down that way. As I say, I've not found a way of bending it. I haven't. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dib-dab it. There you go. So how is everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Now, I am scheduling my streams because I'm a one-eyed streamer and I'm a one-eyed YouTuber, and basically I've got things going on which in real life you don't really want to know, but I've got loads of things that I'm doing. I am a content creator. I do loads of research on this game and other games to bring that information to you. I mean, sometimes, yes, I do make a boo-boo, and sometimes the information that I do get is out of date, which is, you know, everything changes. There's always a change coming to the systems, and there you go. So anyway, so that is like a little mini update. When I get the tea room, I will be putting in paths, but I'm going to try and keep away from these wineberry bushes, because these wineberry bushes are very, very useful when you come to medicinal. So I don't really want to destroy my wineberry bushes. I'm not too sure whether the stone repopulates. We could get rid of this now because ACO is part of the village now. So really this can go. She doesn't use it anymore. She's in a house. And I think she's in one of these houses over here. Oh, that was a bit of a... She's in one of these houses over here. I have been updating the beds. and I have been putting down round tables and seating pads because they do come in here after the working day, and they do actually sit down and they do actually get warm and stuff like that. So just as I said, a little mini update to tell you what I've been doing. I do stream on Saturdays. It is Friday today. So yeah, pop by the stream. There will be a link in the description below as well. So yeah, so it's good fun. If anybody has got any questions they want to ask me, I mean, you can put it in the description below, and I will get back to you. Just going to pause there, guys. Be back in a minute.
Marvin works hard to bring content to you that you're going to enjoy, but sometimes he hits and sometimes he misses. If this is you and you like this, then give him a thumbs up. If it's not your thing, give him a thumbs down. But very, very important, guys, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for more content to come your way. Let's get back to the YouTube.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, so I do loads and loads of streams. I try to keep up on my YouTubes as and when I can. But as I say, that is like a little mini update of what I've done on Sengoku Dynasty. Konnichiwa. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you for watching, everybody. Remember to like and hit that bell, and I will catch you very, very soon. Take care.